Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we're going to review the manual mode and some of the various photo modes that we have on this Honor 6X. And I've already done the camera comparison of this Honor 6X with the Redmi Note 4 and even with the Oppo A57. Some of you have also asked me to do a camera comparison with the Coolpad Cool 1, but the problem is that I no longer have the Coolpad Cool 1. It was Amit Bhavani's unit, Amit Bahani from Phone Radar, and I had asked Amit to do a comparison for you guys, and he has already posted a comparison video between the Coolpad Cool 1 and the Honor 6X. But as I've already posted my review of this Honor 6X, and I told you guys that this is sort of a camera-centric smartphone. And again, in my camera comparison videos, I always just use the auto mode for all my photographs. So many of you were complaining that I should make a video regarding some of the manual modes and some of the other modes that are on this Honor 6X. So this is the video for those guys. And as you can see, it does provide us a lot of modes here on this Honor 6X. And I really like the fact that we also have some pro modes that are manual modes, and even in video we have that. So I'll talk about that. But first, let me actually talk about another mode that we had because of this dual camera setup, and that's the wide aperture mode. And this works by default in the regular auto mode. And if you press this button that we have, we get into that wide aperture mode, and you can just take a photograph regularly. And once the photograph is actually taken, you can do a lot of things. This I've just taken it right now. Let me actually show you some more samples that I've taken in my garden to give you an illustration. For example, as you can see, this is again a photograph that I took in that mode, and you get this icon over here. The photographs looks good, and if you just press this, now you can adjust where you want that bokeh effect. For example, if I press here, as you can see, now this has become sort of blurred, and this is a lot more in focus. And right now this is in focus and this is in background blur. And you can also adjust it using the f-stop. And let's just go to F, and now the background also is a lot more visible. So you can play around with those settings. Let's just blur the background. I'm just going to open the aperture here. And again, as you can see, now you get that beautiful blur, and you can actually save these photographs. So that's one unique mode that you have on this one. You just tap in, and as you can see, it changes. Now let's actually move to the pro modes. Let me just go back and disable this mode, aperture, that wide aperture mode. And now let's move to the photo pro mode. This is the interesting mode that you have. And now, as you can see, we have a lot more options. We can adjust ISO as you like. For example, if you're in dull lighting, increasing the ISO, the picture will become brighter. But again, don't go bonkers with it because the more ISO you add, as the more grainy the photographs become. So you have to be careful with this. And you can also actually adjust the shutter speed, which is pretty unique. And if you know a little bit of photography, you'll love this thing. Again, if you have no idea, again, stick with the auto mode. Also, we have the exposure. You can easily adjust. As you can see, I'm making the picture darker or brighter using this exposure. That's also very easy to do with this exposure mode. If you don't want to play with the ISO, you can just play with this one. And we also get the auto-focusing mode. Auto-focusing continuous. Obviously, we have manual focusing also, and auto-focusing single shot. I generally use auto-focusing single shots for photographs, but autofocus continuously. If there is a moving subject, you use that one. And again, we also have the manual focus, where as you can see now, this is in more focus, and the background is sort of now the background is more focused, that Galaxy C9 Pro. So you also have the manual mode. And I really like the fact that it also has auto white balance. We have the standard stuff like what do you get, tungsten, cloudy and whatnot, but I really like the fact that you can actually control the color temperature, and this is a great thing. Let me actually illustrate this by showing you some examples that I've taken in this pro photo mode. This picture was shot in the auto mode in difficult lighting conditions, but here I used the manual mode, and as you can see, the picture is a lot better, sharper, and the colors are also much more accurate. This was also taken in the auto mode, and this one I actually used the manual mode, and here the colors are again a lot more accurate. another picture taken of my office in the auto mode, and this was actually taken in the manual mode where I adjusted the color temperature, and this is actually much more closer to the reality. So as you saw that the pro photo mode really helps in actually artificial lighting and difficult lighting conditions. And generally the auto mode where you have multiple light sources and a mix of light, generally the auto mode does not get the colors right. But in the photo mode, you can easily fix that. And you get a lot more control in this photo mode. So that was the photo mode. So you can play around a lot with that. Again, I won't go over this beauty mode and stuff. That's self-explanatory. We also have the standard video mode and the pro video mode. I'll talk about the pro video mode later on. But again, I also noticed some interesting options. For example, this is a fun thing called watermark. Here, if you go more, click on this, you can select the types of watermarks that you want on your picture. For example, let's just take this one. This looks interesting. Now, if you take a picture, as you can see, you get that sort of watermark on the picture. So this is sort of a fun mode that we have that's known as watermark. I also noticed one more mode. This is sort of, I don't know if this is helpful, but this is just, it'll take a photograph like this. You take a photo. But after taking the photo, as you can see, this audio icon has come and you can record the audio up to 10 seconds. So if you're going to a new place, you can take a photo and record audio. Let me actually play it back and show you. If you go here, and I'm going to play. So this is the audio note feature. Can be useful in some areas, I would say. And now let's come back to some other modes that I have noticed. And this is sort of very weird. I haven't noticed this sort of mode in any other smartphone. We generally have the video mode, but this one is the beauty in video mode. And to give you an example, let me actually play back this video that I shot that gives you an idea about this beauty video mode. Now, testing the beauty video mode, I'm using the front facing camera for this video sample, but it also works with the rear facing camera. Right now, the beauty video mode is at 0. It has a slider. Let's just slide it up. Let's make it to 5 and let's see what happens. And yes, as you can see, it's smoothing up my eye skin. So yeah, that's what it is. Let's maximize it to 10 and let's see. And yes, you can see it now. It looks actually very artificial. So yes, we have this beauty video mode. Right now it's at 3. Let me just bring it down to 0. So maybe I don't know who will use it. Maybe the female audience would like something like this. We have seen the beauty face options with many smartphones, but on this Honor, even the video has that mode. So that was the beauty video mode, a very weird mode, I would say. But I also like the fact that we have the pro mode in the video. And here also, again, as you can see, we have a manual setting. One option that is not there in this one is the shutter speed. You can't adjust. But apart from that, the focusing, you can adjust what you want, center weight or whatnot. We can adjust the exposure if the area is, not lit up. You can increase the exposure or decrease if it's very bright and stuff. So that option is there. Again, in autofocus, we have autofocus continuous, manual focus, or autofocus single. Generally in video, I would say leave it to autofocus continuous, because in video, subjects keep moving. And we also have this white balance mode, for example, preset settings like cloudy, sunny, whatnot. But I really like the fact that we also have the mode to actually adjust the color temperature, and this is sort of very handy in artificial lighting conditions. And to give you an example, let me show you the video clips that I shot. Quick sample video shot in my office, and this is in the fully auto mode. And in the next part of the clip, I'm going to use the video manual mode, and you should notice the difference, especially in the colors. Shooting this sample video with the pro video mode, and I have manually adjusted the settings. I'm actually using yellow lights, and this is actually now more closer to the reality in terms of color accuracy. I could also manually adjust the exposure as well as the white balance. In fact, I'm manually adjusting the white balance to get accurate colors in this video mode. So certainly if you have difficult lighting conditions, the pro video mode gives you a lot more control, and you can get results which are more accurate and closer to the reality. So that was the Pro video mode. Again, I would say very helpful. So these are some of the manual modes and the Pro modes that were found on this Honor 6X. And I really like the fact that now manufacturers are providing these manual modes even in this mid-range sort of devices. Generally, we didn't find these manual modes in mid-range devices earlier. They're only restricted to flagship devices. And I hope other manufacturers that claim that their smartphones are camera-centric smartphones do provide these manual modes. So guys, that's it for now for this video on the manual modes and some special modes that were found on the Honor 6X. Hope you guys liked this video, and if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.